with your two different terms in the presidency role, what were some of the favorite things that happened for you?
My favorite things, um, the 10-year anniversary party. That
Yes.
that was that was in '95.
Okay.
That was a great event. I mean, that was really well done. We had a good team in place to plan that event, and
Okay.
it was held um, at the I think it's called the University Club in Rochester.
Okay.
I think it's off of East Avenue somewhere in there. But I mean, it was really well done. We had a band. It was a really nice dinner. We had some nice speakers. So it was a really a fun time. So that was one of the things I remember and I really enjoyed. And the other one I remember, we had this was 2001, in September. We had a real nice uh, volunteer recognition dinner. And I know back in like the first time I was president, we didn't do that. We didn't have any money. We didn't have a lot of money around. But by 2001, we actually were doing pretty well as a chapter. And again, a lot of that money was coming from Professional Development Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a real nice um, recognition dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned I have some pictures I'll have to send to you from that.
Please, yes, we would love to
We'll
have
get
them
that
up.
over to you folks. But it was a great time, and basically told the folks, hey, we appreciate you volunteering your time and
Mm-hmm.
helping to grow the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a great time for all. So
So those are the two exciting, shining moments that you had in both, in which you were able to say thank you back.
to the volunteers, yeah, because lots of times I don't think they get recognized when they work with chapters. It just doesn't seem to happen a lot of times.
Right. And the 10-year anniversary was also your celebration of, hey, we've come this far, we've achieved this much, we're growing in these ways. And it's just another celebration saying thank you to everybody. And that's
Yes.
incredible. That's full of heart, both of those items. What was the hardest or most challenging moment or moments that you've had in your presidency, if you look back?
I don't really know if we really had any real difficult moments. Um, in 2001, we went through and updated the chapter constitution and bylaws.
Mm-hmm.
It was badly needed.
Okay.
So we did that, and that was sort of something we recognized that had to be done. And that was a lot of work, quite frankly. But I wouldn't call it really difficult or overly challenging. But I do think the first time I was president, the biggest issue was getting people involved.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was the key, because how do you get more people involved in doing things?
Yes.
For example, I remember that first time around, the programs team,
Mm-hmm.
we had one person as the program VP. And I said, well,
Wow.
you need a team because,
Yes.
and they said, well, I can do this myself. I said, well, that's not the point. The point is, want more people involved. And the right way to do it is, a team of people and have each person take a month, and then you're in charge of the team
Yes.
to do the work. So
Yes.
that's what we tried to do. We try to stress with the chapter officers, it's not you doing the work. It's you putting a team in place, getting more folks involved, because that'll help grow the chapter by getting people involved with the chapter.
Right.
So that's the key.
And seeing the value of their work, seeing
That,
what they put in, and seeing that product, because it's truly, to your earlier point, what makes us feel great is seeing that product, service, or result at the
you
end,
know,
having that finite end. Okay. And that does seem to be a common theme, and especially for nonprofits everywhere, is how do you grow your membership? How do you grow the knowledge of the chapter and what the chapter can bring?
that's
And
true. Yeah.
it sounds like you have two major events there within both of your terms that really worked hard to that, as well as changing the Constitution, updating the Constitution and the bylaws. I believe Phyllis spoke to that a little bit as well. It was quite a bit of work she said she was on. Um, it, if you look back, having especially as an engineer, having the tools and and the knowledge that we have now, as you spoke of, the knowledge areas has grown from 8 to, gosh, was it 12, 13? What are we on now?
We're over to 10 now.
10.
10 knowledge areas, but
I don't want to panic anybody who's watching this. We're not up to 12 yet. Bringing agile methodology in and all the various forms of that. If we had those tools in our toolkit, what would you look back and potentially change? Would there be anything that you would change?
anything that I would change.
I know it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one, because I'm not sure I can point to something and say that's something we should change. No, I am concerned with PMI in general,
Okay.
because, well, my opinion of PMI is they've become a corporate behemoth. I'm not sure that's good.
Okay.
Well, they're doing online training now. They're doing all these different things, and now I don't know if you heard, they're doing away with the REPs, registered educational providers. That's going away, and there's things going on with PMI National that I just not real fond of. For example, if you want to teach the PMP prep class now,
Yes.
you have to use PMI materials. You can't use your own. Yeah.
Okay. No, I did not know that.
And they're going to make you pay PMI a fee for every student that you have. They're going to take part of that money.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow is right. Now, what I don't know, and the reason I know all this is because PM Centers is a registered educational provider.
Right.
Now, I'm retired now, basically. I still do some consulting and training, but I'm pretty much retired. So
Okay.
it doesn't impact me personally.
Okay.
But for companies out there, it's a big deal.
Yes.
And I'm not sure what they're going to do with the chapters. I'm not sure how that's going to play, because, again, chapters have been teaching PMP prep. A lot of chapters do that.
Okay.
So what happens moving forward? Are you going to have to use PMI materials? Are they going to charge you a fee for doing that? I just
Right.
don't know.
And that's
But-
probably also a large source of revenue for some of these chapters as well.
Well, no kidding. But if you look at PMI National, I mean, like I say, they're just becoming this big money machine, and I'm not exactly excited about that.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. I mean, just one I saw. The last time I was at an annual meeting. The board of directors are shuffling around in limousines. It's like, really? Come on now. You can't drive your own car? They can't take a taxi? What is this? And when I saw that, I was just like, come on. That's not the spirit of a volunteer organization.
No.
So I mean, I have concerns about where PMI National is going and what they're doing.
Okay. It takes away the heart. I feel, though, the groundedness, the grassrootsness of what project management is, and how we work together as a team consistently to ensure that we have that complete communication, that, team spirit, because I think you alluded to this earlier, project management is not you don't do it all by yourself. It's always team oriented.